Astrology has its roots in medical and in health. And did you know that the original Hippocratic Oath required you to be an astrologer before you became a doctor?
Yeah.
And that was later removed around maybe 1700s or so. Medical course takes maybe 8 years, and that's about 200 years of information from modern medicine. Astrology is thousands of years. So there's so much. So if you've ever studied anything and gotten bored, study astrology. You will never be bored.
Welcome to the show, where we discuss time-tested and science-supported tools for better health, long life, and pleasures. I'm Lilian Zaltzer, and for over 3 decades, I researched, practiced, and hunted for natural stimulants for better health, longevity, and pleasures. In the process, I discovered the link between many time-tested and science-supported natural stimulants and astrology, as I often was told that certain things should be collected or done at the precise moon or sun phase or time of the day. This knowledge allows us to be, to some degree, our own doctors. Because as Hippocrates said in the 4th century BC, if you are not your own doctor, you're a fool. Our guest today is a renowned figure in the realm of spiritual and astrological guidance, with 20 best-selling books to her name. Her profound insights into astrology allow us to delve into the universe's mysterious ways of signaling our destiny and impacting with that our health, longevity, pleasures. So please welcome to the show, Donna Stellhorn.
Thank you, Lillian. It's great to be here.
Well, the attitude to astrology is controversial, as we know. Some people are skeptics and they don't believe in astrology, and they can even call astrologists like fortune tellers, charlatans, witches, or whatever. Others actually believe in science, astronomy, astrology, and they believe that astrologers are special people that possess supernatural powers that can help them to build successful careers, attract love, win lottery, or prevent something horrible that can happen, avoid bad luck, so-called. To me, an astrologer like you, Donna, is like a weather reporter who tells you what conditions you're likely to face in the future. It's a profession that requires not only fluent knowledge of astronomy and psychology, but also a natural gift of well-developed intuition and, most importantly, ability to translate those signals of the universe into the words that people can understand. How did you get into this field of knowledge?
Well, it's kind of a funny story. You know, I was working in the film industry in my 20s, and my boss was doing some numerology, and she did my numbers. And I had never heard of this before. And she said, "Wow, you have a real aptitude for astrology." And I was so excited because I wanted to have an aptitude for something. And so immediately I went to a spiritual bookstore and to get some books on astrology. And they said, "We have a class. It's tonight." So I went to the class, and it was way over my head. I didn't understand anything. But at the end of the class, I said, "I'm going to do this for a living." And every day since, I have studied.
Wow.
So
It clicked.
yeah.
It clicked. It's your
Yes.
natural gift. It's
Yeah.
like putting the right seed into the right soil.
Exactly right. Yes. Yeah.
Well, since our program is all about health, longevity, and pleasure, let's talk about astrology of love.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Well, and health too, if I can say, because your opening was so interesting, that astrology has its roots in medical and in health. And did you know that the original Hippocratic Oath required you to be an astrologer before you became a doctor?
Yeah.
And that was later removed around maybe 1700s or so. So there's a long history of a connection between astrology and health.
Yes, we're discovering more and more uh, wisdom from the past that we
Yes.
lost, and they're trying now to restore all that, all those connections. And one of them is exactly what you just told us. 2 years ago, I was in southern Italy, so I
Mhm.
came across an excellent local penne arrabbiata or penne al arrabbiata, I should say, a recipe that mysteriously attracts love to the passionate and love-hungry fire signs. And they
Mhm.
underline it is only for Aries, Leos, and Sagittarius. Otherwise, it wouldn't work. So, the recipe for this delicious and easy to make recipe will be in the comment section of this episode. Well,
Wonderful.
according to the logic, the strongest love affairs
Mm.
are possible, really, and correct me if
Mm.
I'm wrong, between people who share complementary values, communication styles, and life approaches.
It certainly helps.
Which
There.
zodiac signs are the most compatible, and which ones are shouldn't be together?
Well, it's a bigger question because, of course, there's more than just the sun signs. However, if there's compatibility in the sun signs, then there's a compatibility of your sense of self. And so, just as you pointed out, if two fire signs get together, then they're both ready to say, "Oh, let's go on a hike," or "Let's go have an adventure." If two earth signs are together, they say, "Let's stay home, save some money, make dinner together." So, if you can follow the elements, then you could find some compatibility. But I'll tell you, if you want real compatibility, connect the sun and the moon. Then, because the sun is who you are and the moon is your emotions. And so if it's her sun and his moon, wow, and even better if it's her moon and his sun.
Absolutely. Well, I never knew about astrology as a subject because I was born in Russia in Soviet era where they didn't believe in anything except communism and the party. And we had to be leaders of, or we had to belong to all these doctrines where witches, astrologers, healers, and so on were not permitted, they were outlawed.
Yeah,
So
so
naturally, I
difficult.
didn't know anything about compatibility of my sign, which is Sagittarius, with
Yes.
my husband, whom
Yeah.
I met when I was 14 years old, and he
Mm.
happened to be Gemini. And now
Mm.
I understood why they are so good together. It's
Yes,
match made in heaven. So,
because he's
Donna,
air. Yeah. So he's air and it feeds your fire.
there is
So
something definitely to it. And those people who are skeptics should explore it. And it's worth, absolutely worth, before you will tie yourself together with somebody for
Mhm.
life, or you'll want to share something with somebody or share your life with someone, just consult an astrologer. Make sure you are not going to regret it later. Uh, well, anyway, let's move
And
to astrology of health. As you said, for thousands of years, astrologists assisted healers. They were actually not just assisted healers, but they were healers and
they were
astrologers.
the doctors, yes.
Yes, who
Mhm.
thought for centuries. Through centuries of observations, they linked um,
Mhm.
some body parts to the specifics of certain zodiacs, like
Correct.
Aries, for instance, head and faces, it correct?
Yes. Mhm. Yes.
Gemini with lungs and arms. I don't know
Mhm.
about Sagittarian. Please Like,
Sagittarius would be the hips.
that's why I like the belly dancing. Okay. Okay, I understand now. Thank you. What does it mean
Yes.
exactly? Is that a weakness or the strength of a particular body part that actually linked to that zodiac sign?
It's a little bit of both. So when there are positive transits, then it is strengthened, but in difficult transits, it is the weak link. And so the Aries rules the head, and so people go in head first and they take action and they're leaders, but they also bump their head a lot and they need to wear the helmet so that they're not getting a concussion. Sagittarius, you move forward quickly. And so you climb the stairs, you go off into the adventures. But too much of this, and then the hips, need replacing or need extra care. So it's a focus for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, now I understand. My husband, when he was a little, he had suspicion for tuberculosis, having
Oh, sure.
tuberculosis. He didn't have actual, but his lungs caused a lot of problems. And
Mhm.
through his life, he had three other problems also within the same area.
Yes.
So now I understand that Geminis and the connection with arms and lungs actually
Mhm.
works. It's actually there. So once again, folks, if you want to know exactly what you have to take special care of,
Mhm.
consult an astrologer. Let's move to astrology of pleasure.
Yes.
I believe, and I'm a hedonist, that we are here to enjoy our health, enjoy our love, enjoy
Mhm.
everything what surrounds us.
Yeah.
So I heard that astrology in pleasure is associated with planets like Venus and Mercury.
Perhaps Mercury, maybe Jupiter, the sun is also nice. Because the sun shines a light on things. And so right now we're in Libra time. And that's not just the birthday time, but you're going to have in your chart, there's going to be some place of Libra. And it may shine a light into pleasure with games and toys, or it may shine a light into pleasure with romance and love. So, it shines a light all year long in different areas of your life.
Well, I look at the sky and I love all stars. But
Yeah.
how does it actually work? And when can we more likely experience more joy, creativity, romance, and sexual enjoyment? Is it specific time for every zodiac sign, or it is time of the year of the planets that actually influence all zodiac signs?
So there's a little bit of both. There are good times where just people are, in general, more disposed to be happy. We had one about 8 hours ago, and now we're in a period of time for a few hours where people may, you know, stand up and argue a little bit more. And so, as an astrologer, I wait until the planets line up and then I go out to the grocery or wherever the party, and so because I know that people will be happy. But there's also longer transits. So, if we follow, say, Jupiter, Jupiter's in Cancer now, and so if you're born under the sign of Cancer, you have extra luck. You have extra opportunities. You have an opportunity to meet more people and connect more deeply with an individual. So, and that will be for a whole year. And then next year, around the mid part of the year, it's going to shift into Leo. And then all the Leos get this for a year. And then Venus is a little quicker, so there's a month here and there for each person. So let's see, Venus is in Virgo right now. And so all the Virgos out there, you have a little extra benefits, for love and romance.
Let's talk about tools that you use, Donna. What are the tools of astrologer? Yes, I understand you have knowledge and you can translate that knowledge into words. Is it cards? Is it crystal ball? What is it? The
That
main set of tools.
well, crystals are helpful, but number one is a calendar. So, and this is a special calendar, and it tells me the position of the planets. And then there's software because we no longer calculate everything by hand, which is wonderful because it's time consuming. There's a lot of logarithms in it. So, and now the apps to do this are very inexpensive. And so, and they will interpret for you. You put in your data and it will tell you, oh, some good times are coming up. But you need to watch it so that you see if it really is right for you. So, because it's doing something general.
Absolutely. AI will never replace human. Can you actually do the chart for yourself? Uh,
Yes.
you can. Or as a person, you don't go to some other astrologer to do it for you.
So it takes a lot of study to do a chart for yourself, but you can get pieces of it. And if you move slowly, they're not a chef yet, but they can do this recipe and try it out and see if it works. And that I really encourage. I encourage you to explore this because we need all of the tools. We need the tools of herbalism. We need the tools of timing and astrology and of numerology and the tarot and all of these tools to guide us through this life.
How can one become his own or her own astrologer? Is it possible?
To do it quickly, that's difficult because there is a lot involved. However, if a person really wants to study, I'd say take it slowly and start with something basic because even the basic information, just like you would say, like that basil has certain qualities, perhaps, and you would say, use it here, try it. But you may not say, oh, go out and administer to sick people yet this tincture because they don't know. So it's similar with astrology. And mostly if you read something and you get scared, call an astrologer, call somebody because oftentimes it's not scary. It's something that people have called me and said, I'm doing this terrible aspect. And I say, yes, you did it last month too, and you were okay. And the month before, and you were okay. You know?
Yeah,
So, yeah,
absolutely. Well, since
yeah.
ancient times, all those who could afford to have astrologer in their court, well, had upper hand on uh, well, um, above everyone else. They knew
Mhm.
when to marry, when to go for hunting or for making wars or anything for that matter was always, say, in Middle East or in it was especially known for sheikhs of Middle East to consult astrologer even about the food they ate that
Mm,
day. So
yeah,
it is something that worked, and they were not silly people.
yeah.
They were like you and me. They understood that it could be charlatans, could be something else to it, and superstition came into it as well. But it worked, and
Mhm.
it definitely something that you need to explore before you will say no, 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 it's not for me. To be your own astrologer, you'll need to learn the movement of the planets, correct?
Correct,
Zodiac
yes.
signs, elements, houses, aspects, and
Mhm.
how to interpret all that information
Yes.
in relation to your own timing and your own time of life where you
Yeah,
are at
yeah,
the time.
yeah,
So
yeah. It's
it
challenging,
sounds
but it's worth it. It's totally
it
worth
sounds very complex, I have to say, more complex than medical course at the
it.
university, I would say.
It's funny you should say that because the medical course takes maybe 8 years, and that's about 200 years of information from modern medicine. Astrology is thousands of years. So there's so much. So if you've ever studied anything and gotten bored. Study astrology, you will never be bored. Never be bored.
Am I right to say if you do not want to study astrology,
Yeah.
but want to consult a real astrologer,
Mhm.
reach out to our guest, Donna
Oh,
Stellhorn.
thank you.
Her contact details are displayed in this episode's description. Well,
Mhm.
Donna, we are running out of time. I would love to talk to you more, and I hope you will come back to our show again.
Mhm.
Well, for now, I would like to thank you for sharing with me and our audience this amazing information about nature, about connection of nature to our
Mhm.
in our lives. So thank you for also volunteering to help me with my next book about natural stimulants for zodiacs.
Yeah, it's
And
very exciting.
thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. And thank you for being yourself and your commitment to making this world more enjoyable.
Oh, you too. You brighten up the world. So,
Ah, well, world needs more people like you. That's for
oh,
sure.
thank you very much.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you won't miss any of the new episodes. If you have questions, comments, or suggestions, please put them below the video. I do read them. If you are looking for a good, reliable source of specific ingredients, experts, services, or products, click on the resources link under this video. To health, long life, and pleasures.